I was also, you know, I've always had that natural knack to just put rhythm together, to put beats together, and then eventually became a drummer as well, right?
We've talked about this guy for hours and hours and hours. Hours of my life spent discussing, but I still get bewildered every time that he has the balls to like discuss his craft and like talk so confidently about like, you know what I mean? Like he's talking about his history as if we're sitting here, you know, like when Michael Jordan or someone is talking, and we're like, oh my God, that's where it started. There's a podcast, Modern Drummer podcast.
Oh, they brought him on after they heard him?
Yeah, it's the official. I mean, this must have been recorded during the Low Serve Ill days.
Low Serve Ill.
What's great about this is almost immediately, like the whole purpose of this interview is mostly to be like, guys, I'm not just an actor. I was actually a musician first. Like that, everything he hits on through this whole interview is, guys, I get it. You've seen my movies, but I'm not just an actor, and I wasn't an actor first.
Hello, everybody. I'm David Frangione, CEO of Modern Drummer.
Yeah, let's see. Hold on. I know this is the thing that everyone hates. We stop it right immediately. But let's see. David Frangione.
How are they going to... It feels like they're about to convince Corey Feldman to masturbate and then suck this guy's dick.
It does look like they're on the casting couch.
All right. Well, I guess you got to pull that thing. What? Okay.
Just turn around for us a little bit, Corey.
If this guy does have credibility, he lost it immediately when he's like, Corey, will you come on my drumming podcast so we could discuss drumming?
I always loved you as a drummer.
Yeah.
Not even like he's not even known as a drummer. He's known as a singer and dancer, if you're even going with his alts.
Yeah.
And I'm joined by such a great guest and such an iconic talent.
Classic picture.
There's quite a choice. If you're listening on the podcast, there's quite a choice where a visual flair, if you will. He's in the middle of interviewing Corey, but they're doing some slow fades to some stills from the interview we're about to watch.
Well, look, they're just acting natural, you know. It's just two guys chopping it up. Here, Corey, act like we're chopping it up.
All that you've done.
Thank you.
No, really, you're I have to say, just
it's funny to throw it in slow motion, not to make fun of him.
Exactly, because
are we back to our intro? Is this our intro again, Jim?
I've used quite a bit slow motion Corey dancing, but it's never for a serious like. Here's the guy we're going to sit down and have a discussion
with. And the guys in the back are experiencing the Corey concert, right? Laughing, drinking, not looking at him, eating chips.
Paying no attention.
Yeah, that's how you enjoy a Corey concert.
That's a great call out.
He's got like, hey, there's nachos.
I know about you is pretty impressive stuff.
Sucks ass, right?
Created and influenced this industry with. So I thank you for your...
I'm a lifelong fan of your work.
Oh, thank you.
Genuinely.
I appreciate that.
And, you know, of course, starting with your films when you first came on the scene, and now in music. And, you know, it's so hard to be good at something and then...
Okay, so the guy himself even said starting with the films, and you can already see that Feldman's like already gearing up, dude. He's loading up the ammo to be like, you stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah. Don't you realize I released my first single when I was 7 years old?
I can't believe I missed a bullfight for this. I was the matador.
You dumb drumming sack of shit.
Yeah. He throws his wine in his face.
At it, especially in entertainment. And now you've done it twice. You know, and in two related lanes, but uniquely challenging. And when you look back on that,
this guy with a straight face had to be like, and you conquered two different careers. Well, like, what is that like?
Well, and he's already pandering, because here's the problem. You don't need to love the person you're interviewing, but you also don't need to hate them. There's a middle ground. And in this case, he chose like, well, I can't just like talk to him about his music. I guess I have to blow a bunch of fucking smoke up his ass first. I'm disarmed now because I'm like, oh, well, now this guy sucks because I can't take him seriously.
Yeah, no. A first impression for me, if the first time I'm seeing you is you're like kissing Corey Feldman's ass, I'm like, you're a piece of shit that should be struck down.
When it came to music, a lot of people don't realize this, but I started singing before I started acting. And,
here we go.
That's a story I feel like I need to kind of get out there more. I've said it a few times, but it's one of those things that's hard for people to fathom. But as a kid, you know, I didn't decide to be an actor.
This
My
cameraman's
family
going
decided that
fucking
for me.
skibbity toilet.
He's going skibbity toilet.
Cameraman going skibbity.
I'm
There's
sorry.
the clip.
I'm gonna have to give that a big doom.
Put that on the TikTok.
Big doom, you guys.
See,
I'm sorry.
What
at
I was
the Buddy
look-
Printing Factory.
The word I was looking for stimming, but for some reason it didn't come to my head.
Yeah.
Instead of
Skibbity.
stimming, all I could think of
Yeah.
was skibbity.
Yeah, that's really the brain rot. Really, that's how
Yes.
it take a hold of
I
it.
was trying to go with like Asperger's stimming, like the
Yeah.
camera guy's stimming out, and I was like, skibbity.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Skibbity toilet.
The guy filming is on fentanyl, nodding off the whole time. He's like he's swaying back and forth because Corey's so boring. And I love this angle because Corey always goes, was in a commercial when I was a baby. Now I was singing when I was an infant.
But no, he's actually gonna get into that. But also, and if you listen to how he sets this story up, he's like, yeah, I've been saying it a few times, but you idiots don't get it.
he's
I've
never
been-
said this.
But even like,
But
let's
again,
say,
I mentioned that earlier. You can't claim that your acting career started way before everyone said, but then also say, well, also technically my singing career started even earlier than that.
but either way, it's fucking irrelevant. Like, say. It's all true.
Yeah.
You know, the Jedi, all of it. Say it's all,
Big AJ, all of it.
say it's all true, but it doesn't matter. Just focus on your stupid music career now and just be thankful that you were a famous child actor. You don't have to be like, guys, come on. We've been through this. I'm not an actor turned singer. I'm a singer turned actor.
Well, and also, let's pretend you are a singer turned actor. You were never famous for being a singer.
Exactly.
So it doesn't fucking matter.
The Rock being like, well, I did some student films
Yeah.
before I got in the ring, so technically.
I'm a football player, actually.
yeah.
Well, and you make a good point too, because 90% of our problem with Corey and his music is his attitude. We love the tune.
Yeah, no. Like,
The songs
Nobody's
are great.
denying that the
If he
songs
wouldn't-
are fucking rocking.
if he would stop.
If he would stop being such a jerk, we could all just enjoy Nud Duddy Up.
I'm constantly having to separate the art from the artist because I love the art.
An income so that they didn't have to do normal jobs. My father was a musician, and so what
What did he
happened?
play?
Oh, he was a lead singer and he played
my
bass and he
penis.
wrote as well.
Oh, wow, okay.
So anyway, he was actually in the second rendition of the Strawberry Alarm Clock. So they would go out
The
there
second
and tour,
rendition of whatever the
which,
fuck.
but no, I looked them up. They do have a song you would recognize.
Dancing peppermints.
I was
One of
also-
those
No,
songs.
that is what it is. That's actually the
Is it
song.
literally? No way.
Did you know? You were just joking.
No.
Oh no,
You were doing a goof?
I was
Wait,
just
hold
like-
on.
I was thinking,
Is
what's
it?
the most made up song possible?
Wait, is it? Hold
Since
on.
Peppermints.
It is. No, it is. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
way. Yeah. I'm good at this.
What a great call. Now, one thing that Corey does say before that, too, when he's getting into his family, that I do feel for him on is that he mentions that, like, he was basically pushed into showbiz to be a source of income
Yeah,
for his parents.
so that they didn't have
Like,
to have jobs.
It really does suck that they're like, all right, you can walk and talk. Let's start fucking making up for them hospital bills and all that for
I need you to
having
start racking up awards that no one's ever heard of for these commercials, Corey. Come on.
We need Cleos. The incense peppermint money is dried up, Corey.
We got
I
nothing
need
on
my fentanyl, Corey.
our mantle's empty. Where them Cleos at?
But anyway, in the beginning, I wasn't going out and auditioning and reading lines because 3-year-olds don't know how to read lines, right? So there is
Similar
no,
to how 3-year-olds aren't musicians. 3-year-olds don't count as singers before they were actors.
Well, I think he is going to say that, like, I would just start singing.
there is no 3-year-old reading lines. There is no, memorizing something and impressing people that way. So instead, what you do is try to be as cute as you can because all they want to see is, can you take direction and can you be cute? So that was really how my career started. And then, from there, of course, it took off with all the TV and movies and stuff. But I was always writing in the background. I was always singing. I was always dancing. I was always building on my career. And, there were a lot of people who didn't want to accept it because I got that fame first as an actor. I still have that. I mean, there's still people out there who want to say that it's not real or it's, how can he do it or what?
Yeah, that's why the reason why we just can't accept his awesome music is we're like, stop not acting.
Yeah.
We love you acting so much.
We love the birthday too much. Please.
Yeah. Why do you keep singing and dancing? It's amazing.
Yeah.
But I wish you would just act.
That's what I mean. We've been saying this the whole time.
Yes.
We love the music.
This does not compute. Favorite actor trying to sing at me? Oh,
Yeah.
please, no.
Just do the Jared Leto approach. Be in my favorite band. Be my favorite actor. Just like Jared Leto.
Yes. Well, and you know, every great interview with a musician has 5 minutes of them like qualifying their the fact that they have talent as a musician and be like, no, come on, people keep thinking I'm an actor, but they don't understand. I've been singing since way before I was acting.
Well, imagine someone saying, "Hey, you're so good at two things," and you being like, "Listen up, fucko. I have a couple corrections for you. Yes, I was in the 7th Puppet Master movie.
Sure.
But you know what? I've been singing since I was 3.
Ever go back to acting, all that kind of stuff.
Well, they
But-
don't understand. And the passion. When
What's
you-
great is he wishes people would say go back to acting.
Sure.
They're really just saying die,
They-
fuck off,
They're just,
go away.
well, we're not even saying go to anything. We're just going like, keep doing whatever you're doing.
No, yeah, we
so that
want
we
more.
can talk about it.
Yes, please keep doing this. Keep doing whatever it is you're doing. Just follow your brain because I couldn't even tell you what to do next. You're
Follow
a
your
genius.
brain. Yeah, follow your genius.
Follow your brain.
I did take singing lessons a little bit. I did take tap dance. I did take, a few things, but I was never really into them. Like I really didn't like any of it, to be honest, until I turned 11. And then I saw MJ do Billie Jean, and that kind of just flipped a switch on. And then from that point on,
I was that.
started
I was
learning
that
how to
exact
dance,
thing.
teaching myself how to dance.
I realized, I'll just be that.
I froze
I threw out
everything
my-
about myself.
Yeah.
Threw out my tap shoes. 'Cause at the time I was taking tap.
I went to these recording studios where you could go and make little karaoke versions of songs, and I would record just to hear my voice, just to work on my pitch control, just to work on my breath control, and I would do it over and over.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I like that. I was looking at Jim, waiting for Jim to look at me, but then he started reacting in the same way.
Yeah, it's like I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I had hundreds of these tapes of me doing other people's karaoke songs until I finally felt confident enough to start putting my own song in my own.
I can't believe he didn't call it karaoke.
Dude.
Like he said karaoke twice without calling it karaoke.
Do you know what the bad ones must have sounded like? The ones where he's
Every
like,
single one.
well, the ones that he's going like, man, I'm not there yet.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Because we've
Oh,
heard what
man.
it sounds like when he does think he's there.
yes, yeah. Well, I think they were all the same. It's just his ears got worse, and he was like, "This sounds much better. Wow, I'm getting good.
He's off a couple goofballs, and he's like, wow, I really nailed this
Wow,
one.
this is great."
Going and finding producers and people who I could use their studios, I could use their sessions, and
That's
would
a
go
lot
in
of
and-
work.
Yeah, we'd go in and we'd have them, okay, give me a drum machine, and they'd show me how to make a beat, and then I'd start making the beat I wanted. So I started right away with making my own
Bullshit.
beats. That was always something that I,
Yeah. Oh yes. I mean, we've heard his beats.
Yeah.
They are amazing.
Hip hop, a hip hop, and he invents rap back in the 80s.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, what is the
What is the beat
the
move song?
joke has like because the joke kind of has the riff, but it also
No,
has like
it is
a,
the joke.
well-
It's that second later part of the joke is
when
where
he's
the
going
beat-
like na 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 na.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it goes beep boop beep boop.
Well, that part also is reminiscent of his dad's band in a way.
Yes, yeah.
Play it.
Incense, peppermints. And it's
Yeah.
like, we the money, man. Yeah, this is prog.
felt natural with, that was always the thing. I was good at beatboxing. Michael showed me how to do that.
Ugh.
So I was really good at beatboxing, but I was also, I've always had that natural knack to just put rhythm together, to put beats together. And then eventually became a drummer as well, right? But that
natural
took
knack.
time. It was a progression to that.
I mean, obviously, we've talked about this guy for hours and hours and hours. Hours of my life
We've spent
spent
lifetimes on this
discussing.
man.
But I still get bewildered every time that he has the balls to like discuss his craft and like talk so confidently about like, you know what I mean? Like he's talking about his history as if we're sitting here, like when Michael Jordan or someone is talking,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh my God, that's where it started?
No.
Whoa! Can you believe it?
Yeah.
But like, I guess that's why I can continually talk about this man, because it never sinks in for me.
Well, that's why you're a fucking nobody who's gonna die penniless, Jim.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
you don't have the talent and skill to do what Corey Feldman does.
It's a lot like how you find out like the Beatles were just like a scrappy band from like Liverpool, like this blue collar town. You find out Corey is just like a freaky little bridge troll that learned to dance like Michael Jackson after he gave up tap dancing. And you're like, this isn't really a good story. You shouldn't keep bringing this up.
Yes.
But anyway, so I started writing at 15 and using other people's stuff, and eventually now here we are.
Because all I want the interview to do is just yell in his face, "Who cares? Shut up,
liar!" Just to point at him and accuse him.
It doesn't matter. The Rock comes and gets him.
So I've had a really checkered but blessed career. That's all I can say.
Well, and it's filled with passion. You know, like
always
that's the thing that is to
Always
me
passion.
so enlightening in spending this time with you and realizing that, you know,
The only thing lazy in this interview is that guy's eye. Am I right?
Get his ass.
Leave Anthony Cumia alone.
Get his ass."
He looked straight on, and I was like, "Uh-oh, time to say something."
movie side of it was so successful and reached so many people that the music side of it, unless we have these moments and we can share this with the world, a lot of people don't have the insight into what your journey's really been like.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
because it's
true.
not just
It's
about
true.
movies.
And people always think like, oh, he's just decided to get
It's also
into
about
this. He's
partying.
not sincere about it. He's not real about it or whatever. And it's like, no, people, this is something I've done my whole life. And the words that I put out there
He
in every
vastly
single
misunderstands us. We don't think that you
Yeah.
like don't take it seriously.
No,
we
we
think
know
that
you do.
that's what's sad is that you're taking it super seriously and it's embarrassing.
And yeah, and all he would really have to do is if he what he thinks he's doing that he's not by putting out like a song like The Joke.
Yeah.
But if he did have more fun with it, it would immediately like deflate everyone. Like
Yes.
we would wither up like the witch in Wizard of Oz. We'd be
Yeah, like in the Little Mermaid, the little soulless guys.
Yeah, we'd be like the poor unfortunate souls in Ursula's den.
Yeah, like if he just started being like, yeah, whatever, I suck, but I'm having fun, we'd be like, oh
no! Fucking water is swirling around us.
Bupak, is that you?
But
Not now.
the reason why he's the gift that keeps on grifting is that he will not allow himself to do that. Like we know that there's just that piece of him that just lacks that complete self-awareness.
Yeah, the
that
fun
he will
zone,
never let it happen.
Fun zone cannot Venn diagram into the Corey zone.
Because I would never just write some trash and throw it out there. That's my whole purpose for being. That's the whole reason why I do what I do, because I'm trying to convey.
Excuse me?
I genuinely didn't know what we were listening to for a second.
Well, I like that your proof is just unpausing at a random point in any song.
Yes. I mean, as you were saying, I would never just put out some random trash, Corey.
We're not saying you shit out a bad song without trying. We're saying you tried really, really hard and you shit out a bad song. That those are two completely different claims for someone.
And then usually when that would happen, though, too, you would kind of feel sympathy for someone because you're like, ah, shit. You know, they're giving an honest go at it. Yeah. And I kind of feel bad that it's going the way it is. But not this guy. No,
not this guy.
It's not going to work. Sorry.
A message of positivity. I'm trying to, hopefully share something, a seed of wisdom or a message from God or whatever it is. But I'm trying to share it. And I'm hoping that it's going to reach people on a deeper level. And
Hold on. You were saying?
Guys, I have a message from God.
Yeah. Guys, wait, hold on.
Wait, guys, I have a message from God for you.
Hello?
Did people forget about The Joke? Everyone talks about the Comeback King, I feel.
What?
The Joke doesn't get as much love
Jim,
as it should get.
No one talks about anything but us. And we talk about The Joke all the time.
Yeah, well, how they talk about
Do you mean me and Jeff are talking about Comeback King more often than you are talking about The Joke?
Are we cooked, fam? Or is The Joke on us?
Chat, are we cooked?
Is The Joke cooked?
Are our brains rotted, chat? Well, I mean, they talk about election bubbles or whatever. I'm in a Corey bubble where everyone's always talking about Corey constantly.
Yeah.
So that, to me, that's the world. That's why I'll just go out to the grocery store. I'll like bump into someone and be like, "Oh my God, did you hear about the Modern Drummer interview?" And like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, you're at the checkout line at the grocery store. And they're like, I'm so glad that this is over. You're like, over? This isn't over. Look, Corey's still going. They're like, what? Isn't that dumb?
You're in line at the DMV trying to make small talk or something. You're like, so you see the birthday yet?
You know, it's like we just got to amplify the message louder.
Not to be crass, but
I'm so excited to hear what you're about to say.
the way his fist is in his crotch, it looks like he's ready to start beating off.
Yeah.
You know, Jim, I can't believe that you would like relegate this show to the gutter like that.
Not to be blue, but it looks like he's about to crank his porter.
Yeah, it looks like he's about to. What were you saying before? Work the pig.
Yeah, not to take a low road, but it looks like he's about to work the pig until he comes.
Because
now, I mean,
Insert peppermint working the pig.
Why don't we work the pig?
The pig is in my hand.
Working on the pig and then I come on my hand.
what you have created in music is not something that you did after acting. If people heard about it after they saw a movie of yours, that's not your fault.
That's right.
That didn't change
not only
history.
that, but you know, it really.
This is 10 minutes into the interview, and they're still hammering this same point. Like,
It's such a
hey,
lie.
And this
fucking
guy's-
morons.
Yeah, this guy is fucking so up Corey's ass that he's like, hey, man, everything you say is normal and true, and I love you.
But your passion for it is what's persisted through today. Right, you can be in an environment like that and be a doctor. That was a different call.
That's absolutely right. And the thing is this, you know, as an actor, I always felt like, well, this is something that I was told I had to do. It's something that I was kind of forced to do. So I did it as a means to an end. That was my day job. And music was what I did for my soul.
Well, here's the
music
thing.
Music is what I did for my
That's
heart.
true to him.
Sure.
There's nothing, looking at his life and all of the things we mock him for, nothing is more like real and apparent to me than that statement he just made. In his eyes, that has always been the truth.
That's where his heart is. His heart's in the music. As you can hear.
I'm doing this for Betty. I must smile, I'm hiding tears on every stage of tears.
That's the way it's always been. And when I decided to go full force into music, I'll never forget when my first CD, Love Left, which is now a classic. And
when my only CD, Love Left, came out for the first time.
Before I made it into a box set. Can you imagine? Can you even remember the day? Can you even remember the day when you didn't know about Love Left?
Yeah.
Though the effortlessness that Love Left 2.1 rolls off my tongue, like I could be like completely asleep and then like someone like wakes me up
Corey
and I
Feldman's first album?
Love Left 2.1.
I used to give it out for free because there was no way anybody was going to pay for it. So I would give it out to free to other people in the industry, to musicians and to actors that I was fans of or whatever. And I would give it out to people I knew.
Yeah, exactly. You know. Yeah, I mean, he used to give out his music for free. Not anymore.
Yeah, now he's open for Limp Bizkit on his own dime. He's making actually zero revenue.
And now he's bankrupting himself to tour with a band as a goof.
How did he somehow make
now
no
I'm
money
paying
from it?
people. I used to not lose money. Now I'm constantly losing money on the music.
But hey, the joke's on us, right?
I would say, listen, enjoy it if you can. If you don't like it, use it as a frisbee or a cup holder or whatever you want to do with it, But that's,
please don't do
that's
that.
how
Don't
I
do that.
felt about
He
it.
was going for
'cause to me, it was
coaster,
like,
but he pulled a U-Jim and he just went with skibbity. He's like, cup holder.
He looked down and saw a cup holder.
look, it's for my friends, it's for me, and for people to enjoy that I know and love. And then all of a sudden, I started getting into movies, and then it was like, okay, well, cool. Now people are coming up to me saying, I know this song or that song. That's pretty cool. All right. And it was just this really, really slow building process. But whenever I did a concert, it was always sold out. That was the thing.
No way.
No matter where I did a concert, it was always sold out. But a lot of times people just didn't know the music. They didn't even know what they were coming to hear. They didn't know if I was going to get up and be funny and do comedy.
We literally watched a video of him doing a free concert that was not sold out, that he was yelling at the crowd to pay attention.
Yeah, and they were yelling back, no. And then he threatened to leave, and they were like, okay.
I know you all got here for free, so you don't appreciate the sale of a ticket. Most people paid to see this show. You guys are getting in for free. Please treat these ladies and myself with respect, or we will walk. Thank you.
And there's so much more to cover. I mean, we're Modern Drummer, and we're just getting started on the drumming side of it. That was an awesome memory, though, and I'm glad you brought that up.
17 minutes in.
It's awesome that on top of, singing, fronting, acting, creating,
he is constantly fronting
everything that you've put your life's work into, and then now there's drumming, and it's something that is it's something you're obviously passionate about.
Oh yeah, I mean, I play on
Since I was
basically the first
2.
4 or 5 songs on the new album.
I've gotten like
at
4
least-
stars on most songs in Rock Band 2. Like, there's a couple I can't quite get, but when I turn off the bass pedal and I get like no miss mode, I can get like 4.5 stars on every track.
You've got to get on stage. Corey's about to go in front of a massive crowd here in West Palm Beach and play music.
That's right. Even if it rains on us, we're going to rock and roll tonight.
noise.
And I want to invite you back when we have a little more time to talk further. You're an inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
You're
I
an
love
incredible
it.
artist.
Thanks for coming to
no.
Modern Drummer. Next time you
and
come, I'd like to
people
talk
will
about the
just take-
drums.
Yeah, next
for 1
time.
second, please.
Yeah.
They think they know it all. Like, oh, he's an actor, now he wants to do music. No, he's a musician who acted, and he's always done music.
Acting was my day job.
Right. And so,
Why?
and man,
Why are they? Why do they keep saying this?
He played the rock and roll clubs with Liverpool.
I
that
want to
night.
find this guy and murder him. Why the fuck do they keep saying this?
I mean, if you say it long enough, people will either believe you or you'll die.
taking music as far as you are.
Thank you for those kind words, because I couldn't have said it better myself. That really was a great description of my energy and what I'm trying to achieve in this world. But I am blessed and grateful by the grace of God.
Good evening, cowards.
Here to perform every night, and it can only go up. It can only get better.
Corey Feldman, check him out on tour. Check out his box set. Check out what he's up to.
No
It's
way.
freaking
Check out his
awesome.
box set.
We
Check
love
out the
you,
other
Corey.
version that has the things that are in the box set but cost $250 less that Jim found.
It's the outside the box set.
Audience does too, and we'll see you guys soon.
Thank you. Much love to you all.
Yeah, peace and love. Peace and love.
Yeah, peace and love.
Modern Drummer. Thank you, Modern Drummer Podcast. Sounds like a great fucking show. Wow.
Yeah, I'm sub to that.
It's Jim and